How do you think Loki would survive in a haunted house like this?
I think he'd be all right because I think it's his vibe. I think it's where he's happy. I mean, Loki's the god of mischief, and he's a shapeshifter himself. So I think he'd quite enjoy running rings around all of these ghosts. I think he'd find it exhausting after a bit. He'd sort of say, "Oh, just go back in your box. Get back under that floorboard. I don't want to hear from you again for another month. Okay, I'm bored of listening to your stories." I think he'd enjoy it. I think he'd have a huge party, and then say, "I'm the boss. You do what I tell you," and they'd all go, "Ooh," and then he would just sort of run the show. It's a very good question. I haven't been asked that. It makes me laugh just thinking about it.
And then, real quick, with it being Comic-Con and it's so fanboy, fangirl centric, what's something that you get really excited about or geek out on?
Well, at the minute, I mean, I love tennis. I've always loved tennis, and Wimbledon's coming to an end. I've been watching that very keenly. At the minute, I'm getting really excited about musicianship. I find people who dedicate their lives to music and to being great at it. I get really geeky about that. Like, I've been listening to a lot of blues, and I've been listening to a lot of. There's something about those old blues like Howlin' Wolf and Jimmy Reed. And the way they sang back then, like the way it makes me kind of, I get excited about it. I sort of have these constant things on repeat. People come over to my house and say, "You got to listen to this," and they're like, "Yeah, it's a really nice blues song." And I'm like, "Yeah, but listen to the way he's singing it," and I get really nerdy about that. So, at the moment, I'm on a musical train.